Alright, so today we're going to talk about how to identify a point on a number line. So who can tell me what is identify? Alyssa.
Find.
Yes, another way to explain identify is to just find the point. Think of it as like, okay, this is the name tag of this point, and we're just going to figure out what fraction would go there. So we are going to start at 0, and we're going to end at 1. So we are between 0 and 1. And I want you to think of it as one whole, just like you would when we're doing fraction strips. So if we were talking about one whole thing, and then I told you, okay, how many spaces do you see? How many spaces did I break my number line into? Adam?
4.
4. What makes you say 4?
There's 4 spaces.
Okay, so starting at 0, remember I'm not counting the hash marks. That's just a marking point. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I know that my denominator is 4. This really makes me think of when I'm using fourths. Do you guys see that?
Yes.
So if I showed you that I have 4 different parts that are going to give you a whole, do you already know that your denominator is 4?
Yes.
Okay, so let's see this. Whoa.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so what would this point be? How many spaces is this? Dean?
1/4.
1/4. This is your 1/4 mark because it's only 1. So if they ask me to identify this point, one strategy is you can find all your points if you want and then stop at that one. Or, Maddox, what else can I do to find my point?
You can move one space, then another, till you get to the box, and you can figure out what your numerator is.
All right, let's do it. So
1,
2, 3.
So then my numerator is 3/4. Well, the whole fraction is 3/4. All right, let's try this one. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, so remember we're going to start at 0, but we're not going to count this. We're not counting hash marks. These are just the spaces that we're counting. Actually, let's do this one first. Let's count for our denominator.
1, 2, 3.
So I know that it's in thirds. And let's see, this point is saying that you've already crossed 1/3,
2
2/3.
2/3. Does that make sense?
Yes, ma'am.